What's up everybody, this is Investing Sensei here to bring you another video on my investing portfolio. Hope you're doing great because I'm doing fantastic. So this video is going to be me showing you guys my Roth IRA portfolio. It's actually on M1 Finance and we'll get to it, but I just want to let you guys know that this video is for entertainment purposes only, so I'll leave the full disclaimer in the description below. So maybe a week ago I made a video on how you can become a millionaire tax-free, and the way that you can do that is with a Roth IRA. And if you guys haven't checked out that video, I'll leave the full URL in the description below, so check it out guys. Alright, so let's get started. What you guys are seeing here on the screen, you see all these dividends here. These are all dividends that I've been getting paid out on the month of November, and these are all in my Roth IRA. So there's a limit on how much you can contribute per year, right? So I think it's like 5,500 or so, but you guys see all of these are gonna eventually start compounding over the coming years, and the more I add to it, the more it's gonna grow. In the video where I talk about the Roth IRA, you guys can see the compounding effect, right? So that's what I'm slowly seeing. These 35 cents, eventually it's gonna come out to be $1. Over time, this $9 will eventually grow larger, and that's what's going to help me out because I'm reinvesting this, and this allows me to buy this. And this is great because in M1 Finance I can buy these fractional shares, so I'm just constantly getting more dividends over the coming months. But anyways guys, let me show you guys the funding history. So I started this Roth IRA in January of 2019, but with the Roth IRA, what it allows you, since I opened the account in January 2019, you have until that year of April to contribute to the previous year's contributions. So for 2018, as you guys can see, there was a max limit of $5,500 that I could contribute for that year. It was already 2019 when I started this, right? But it was before April, so I was able to contribute up to $5,500 before April. I think April 14th, you can contribute to that year. So right now, 2019, you guys can see I've contributed $5,877 for the year of 2019. I don't have to max it out before the December 31st. I have all the way till 2020 of April to max it out. But I have it set to where I'll end up having it maxed out by December, so that'll be great. And then I'll start contributing to my 2020 contributions. But yeah, in total so far what I have is about $11,377. So that's gonna eventually compound over time. But let me show you guys the portfolio here. And so in total, I have $13,277.76. Gains, that's $1,970.48. And then capital appreciation is just $1,619.46. And then what I care about is the earned dividends. This is $351.02 is what I've been paid total, that I've actually reinvested again into the portfolio. So that's awesome. And it's a total of 19.27% in return for the whole year, which is, I started in January, so that's the full year. And then if you guys look on here, I have this overall pie broken up into sub pies. And the other thing, if you guys are interested in opening a Roth IRA, with M1 Finance, it does require $500 to deposit so you can start contributing. But yeah, it's worth it. I really like it. And the other thing is, if you guys want to get free $10, then I'll leave my referral link. You guys sign up with that, you'll get $10, and then you'll help me out and I get $10. So it's a win-win situation. But anyways, I have these sub pies that are broken up into the different sectors, and I have about 20% allocated for the technology sector, 10% allocated to the healthcare, then 15% to consumer, and then 16% to the industrial, and then 12 to communications, and then 10 to the financial services. The growth, that's not really a sector, but it's just stocks that have a lot of growth potential that I want to invest within this account because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when I turn 60, this Roth IRA, all the gains that I've gotten within the years, that's going to be tax-free, right? So I could sell those stocks, or if they start paying dividends, then that's awesome. But all these gains that I'll make, I will not have to pay taxes on it because I'm paying taxes now because I'm investing money that I've paid taxes on. So I highly recommend this account for you guys. You know, a Roth IRA, take advantage of it. If your work provides an HSA account, also take advantage of that one as well because it's a triple tax advantage account, and over time you can make a lot of money from this. But anyways, then I have 5% allocated to real estate, and then 5% allocated to utilities. I do have a 1% spec, kind of like stocks that they're spec stocks. So, you know, I have 1% of my money that I'm like, you know, well, if I lose it, then, you know, it was a spec play. Right now I have about $58 invested in it. I think the most I'm going to do is like maybe 100 or so. I'm not going to go more than that. And then the last thing I have materials, and it's just one stock. But let's go into the technologies. So for technologies, I have Apple for 23% allocated. I'm overweight on it, but I'm never going to really sell these stocks. I'm just going to add more to the ones that I'm underweight, and then eventually it'll even out. And then I have Microsoft for 24%. I'm also overweight on that. And then Nvidia, I have it allocated for 23%. I'm underweight on that. Broadcom, 14%. Cisco, I have that allocated for 11%. And then Skyworks Solution, I have that allocated for 5%. So that's more of my technology sector sub-pie. And then in total, I have $2,438 invested in that. I have the healthcare sector here. I'm invested in AbbVie. I have allocated 15%. As you guys can see, I'm way overweighted. So that's 61 almost percent that I'm overweighted. I'm just going to hold it and invest in other stocks. I have Pfizer allocated for 22%. So that one's very close. It's at 21.2%. Johnson & Johnson, I have that allocated at 28%. Great company. I'm underweight on that, so I'll be adding positions to it. And then United Health Group, I have that allocated 35%, and I'm underweight on it. In total, I have $2,211.86 invested in this sub-pie. Let's look at the consumer. All right, so for the consumer, we have Disney, which is, you know, Disney Plus just got released. And it's a company that's going to be paying a great dividend over the coming years. So I have it allocated for 20%. I'm overweight on it. I was buying a lot of it when it was in the $110 range, and then it shot up to the 130s, 140s. So Pepsi, same thing. I have that allocated at 10%. That one I was buying a lot, and then it shot up as well to like the 130s, I believe. So Altria, I have allocated for 4%. I'm overweight on that one. Procter & Gamble, I'm allocated for 3%. I'm also overweight on that. And then Costco, I have set that for 13%. I would really like to increase my position on this one. I'm underweight on it right now. And then Constellation Brands, that one I have allocated for 15%. I'm underweight as well. And then British American Tobacco, I have 1% on that one. Just want to get some exposure to that. They pay a high dividend. And then I have that set for 1%. I'm overweight a little bit over it. And then Home Depot, I have set for 10%. I'm underweight on it. These are stocks that, you know, over time I'm going to continually add, and that'll grow over time. But yeah, Starbucks, I have that set for 9%, and I'm underweight as well. Legend in Black, I have that set as 1%. I'm overweight a little bit. And then Clorox, I've set that at 3% right now. They're doing kind of poorly, so I might end up adding some shares to it. And then Coca-Cola, I have set that for 3%. I do need to increase these lower companies, add some more positions to it, but that's just going to take some time. Kimberly-Clark's, I have that set for 3%. And then McDonald's, I have that set for 3% as well. So, and then General Mills, I have that set for 2%. So these are companies that I do need to add some more. I need to add more money into these, but in total for the consumer sector, I have $1,855.84 invested for that. And then let's look at the industrial. So I have that 16% allocated of my overall portfolio. I have 3M, which has been a really great deal right now. And I have that set for 20%. I'm overweight on it, but I've just been adding more positions to it. Union Pacific, that set for 16%. I'm overweight on it. I was adding some positions because it was also in the red. And then Honeywell, I have that set for 8%. I'm overweight on it currently, but these are great companies. I don't mind adding to them right now. And then Caterpillar, I have that set for 12%. I'm underweight on it, but I'll be adding more soon. Well, not soon, because as you guys can see, it's like 31.28%. And then Boeing, I have that set for 14%, so I do need to add some more positions to that. And then Waste Management, I have that set for 8%. There are a little bits in the red right now. I could add some more positions. And then as you guys can see, I have $47, which I'll be probably doing some buys tomorrow morning. Anyways, I have Northrop Grumman. I've set that for 10%. I'm underweight on it. I need to add some more positions. And then I have Lockheed Martin for 9%, and then the United Technologies for 3%. So in total for the industrial sector, I have $1,484.87 invested. All right, so the next thing is communications. I've set that for 12% of my overall portfolio. And what I've invested is AT&T, 35%. I'm overweight I'm at 46.7%. They pay a really high dividend. And then Verizon, I have set for 30%. I'm overweight on that one as well. It's 44.8%. And then American Tower Corporation, I have set that for 35%. I'm underweight on it. I do want to add some more positions to it. But overall for the communication sector, I have $1,463.38. So let's look at the financial services. So I have JP Morgan allocated for 32%. I am overweight on it, 52.1%. And then Wells Fargo, I have set that for 18%. And then I am overweight, 38.7%. You guys can see these massive gains, 19.11, 20, 33. So right now I don't really want to add positions to these. I'm also overweight on them. But Visa, I have set that for 45%. I'm underweight on it. I could add some, but I have a couple other companies that I do want to increase my positions in that are in the red. So that would really decrease my cost average on it. So, and then I have Bank of America set for 5%, and I have less than 1% on it. But over time I'm going to increase these positions, so it's just going to take some time. And overall for the financial services, I have $1,258.83 invested. Let's look at the growth stock. So growth, I have 4% allocated of my overall portfolio. So I'm invested in Tesla. I'm very bullish in Tesla. I know in a couple of years they're going to be doing great. Hopefully next year they'll be profitable. And with Model Y coming out and the Shanghai factory coming up. So we'll be seeing soon. And actually, let me click on this. You guys can, if I go to holdings, You guys can see in Tesla, I have a 78.21% increase from what I've invested. So I invested a total of $225. My money has already increased to $401. So that was almost 80% of my money on Tesla currently, and it's gonna, I know that it's gonna grow a lot larger, within the coming years. All right, so back to the growth stocks. Yeah, so I have Tesla allocated for 25%. I'm overweight on it, 33%. I do have Amazon. I have it allocated for 20%. I'm a little bit underweight. And then Google, I have set for 20%. I'm also underweight a little bit. And then Alibaba, I'm invested on that as well. It's about 16% is what I have that allocated for. And then Facebook, 18%. And then JD.com, I have that allocated for 1%. And then I'm overweight on it as well. But overall, invested in the growth stocks, I have $1,215.09. And let's look at the real estate. So for the real estate, I have Realty Income Corporation for 54%. I'm a little bit underweight on it. And then Apple Hospitalities, I have set for 2%. I'm way overweight on it. They paid monthly, so I like that. And then LTC Properties, I have set for 28%. I'm underweight on it. And then EPR Properties, I have set for 10%. And then Arbor Reality, I have set for 6%, which comes out to a total of $1,186.85 invested for real estate under my portfolio. If we look at the utilities, 5% of my overall portfolio, I have set Duke Energies, and that's set for 52%. I'm a little bit underweight on that. And then Southern Companies, I have set for 32%. I'm about 0.6% overweight on it, but that's fine. And then American Waterworks, I have set for 16%. I'm a little bit overweight on it, but overall, this looks really small. But I have $65.21 invested in my utility sector. Again, this is going to get bigger over time. And then the spec stocks, nothing I really want to go into, but 2U, Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis, and then NEO, which have been doing poorly. But at the end of the day, it's just I've invested $58 or so spec stocks, and I'm taking the chances of I could lose all my money, or they have a high risk, high reward. So we'll see how that plays out. And then for the materials, 2%, I have Air Products and Chemicals for 100%. I've invested about $40 on it. But yeah, that's my overall, all these sub pies. And then I'm well diversified. I just need to add some more income. So 2020, I'll be able to add maybe about $6,000 more to the portfolio. But in the meantime, I'm going to be getting all these dividends like I showed you guys in the activities. You see all these dividends coming in every month. Yep, so these are just going to grow over time. Start doing that compound interest, and let's see how far we get. I still have about 30 years or so before I actually start pulling money from this. And as you guys can see, is that this almost mimics my other M1 Finance portfolio. And the reason why I did this is because I really like that portfolio, and I really like all the dividends that I'm getting every month. And I'm well diversified, but as well, I have a 401k account, which is completely different from these dividend stocks that I'm invested in. And then I have an HSA account that I'm also invested with other stocks. And then on top of that, I have my Robinhood account, which I'm invested in growth stocks. So I'm well diversified, and I'm always going for long-term investing. So typically you'll make more money in long-term investing as long as you invest in great companies. And that's what I'm trying to do. And over time I'm going to be learning a little bit more. And so we'll see how far we get. But thanks for watching, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and then leave a comment. And then actually, the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is that I think they've finally fixed my my overall portfolio, my easy money portfolio. So I'll be making an update on that very soon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.